Okay, guys, good morning. It is March 19th, Thursday. So let's take a look at our class plan. I'm going to try and make this video a lot faster than the other videos because those went long and I had to split them up. So it's good to be able to talk to you guys and communicate with you during this time. So let's talk about our class plan for today, same as yesterday. Kids at Hope, or Pledge of Allegiance, Kids at Hope Pledge, Treasure Hunters Pledge, what's going on, the ELA packet, the math packet, do some writing, and the plan for tomorrow. All right, so let's get right to it with the Pledge of Allegiance. So let's switch over to the Pledge of Allegiance. And I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Okay, up next, moving quickly through this, is the Kids at Hope Pledge. I'm a kid at Hope. I am talented, smart, and capable of success. I have dreams for my future, and I will climb to reach those goals and dreams every day. And then lastly, let's do the Treasure Hunters Pledge. That's mine. We'll bring that one up. As an adult and treasure hunter, I'm committed to the search for all talent, skills, and intelligence that exists in all children and youth. I believe all children are capable of success, no exceptions. All right, so let's get back to what we were talking about. So in our itinerary, it says what's going on. All right, so let's talk about what's going on with me. I've been in the house a lot. Yesterday it was raining, so that wasn't fun. But Jackson's been kind of getting a little tired of being in the house. Amelia and Mrs. Franklin have gone for a walk right now, so they'll be back here shortly. My dog Casey's been hanging out. I'm probably going to go for a hike in about 15 minutes after I'm done with the video. I'm probably going to head over to North Mountain, I think would be the place I'm going to go today. So we'll see. All right, let's get straight into it. Let's talk about the ELA packet. All right. So what we're going to do today is talk about the second part of the packet. So let me bring the packet up so we can discuss it. So let me get it to where it needs to be. So the front of the packet looks like this. Okay. So here is where we were talking about doing a certain number of questions per day, a certain number of standards per day. So yesterday we did text structure. Today we'll do illustrations and informational text. So that will be the one that we're going to work through today. So that can be found as you scroll down. It starts right here. It looks like this. The first thing that it's talking to you about here is graphic features, maps, graphs, and charts. Here are some tips for reading maps and graphs. Number one, read the title of the map or graph first. This will help you understand what the map or graph is displaying. Number two, read the text on or around the map or graph. If any, this will help you understand the type of information is on the map or graph. Number three, identify what type of map or graph you are looking at. Get familiar with the different types of maps and graphs. All right, so then it goes to the different types of maps and graphs. Physical maps, which shows the Earth's landforms and bodies of water. Political maps, which show boundaries that divide cities, states, countries. Topographic maps use lines to show the shape and elevation of the land. Road maps help travelers go from one place to another. Okay, so those are your types of maps. Now graphs. Bar graphs show the state of the information at different times. Line graphs are used to show one piece of data over a period of time. Pie charts show how the sizes of the parts compare to each other and to the whole. This helps with fractions. Now diagrams. A diagram is a drawing or plan. This shows here the parts of a horse's bridle. Photographs. Photographs are used with nonfiction passages and show what something looks like in real life. Captions gives you information about the photograph. Example here, this guy it says Alan and his daughter Susie enjoy fishing. And there you have it. So let's get to the work. All right, this is the first thing that we are shown. It's a triangle. It's also a pyramid. So it talks about physical activity. All right, so I'll go ahead and read it and then we'll go through it together. Physical activity is important if you want to live a long and healthy life. Physical activity means moving your body in a way that uses energy. There are two kinds of movement a person should do: moderate movement, light, easy, and vigorous movement, difficult, makes you sweat. These should add up to 30 minutes a day. Use the pyramid below to plan how you will move. So this talks about here daily activities that you can do: walking to school, unloading groceries, taking out trash. Moderate activities: hiking, gardening, dancing, golf. Vigorous activities: running, lifting weights, swimming. You should cut down on watching television. All right, so here's our questions. And again, I apologize that I do not have so let's unshare this while I look for it. I need to bring up our PowerPoint for reading strategies, which will not take me that long to find. Hang on one sec. And I got it. All right, so let's go back. We'll share our reading strategies as we get going. All right, so number one on the reading strategies is whisper read the question and text until you understand them. Number two is think about the question. Number three is find the evidence in the text that answers the question. Number four is cross off wrong answers. Number five, choose the answer that makes the most sense. Number six, reread the question. All right, so let's get back to the ELA that we were doing. Let's read this question together and go. How does the pyramid diagram help the reader understand this article? A, it tells the reader which activities are bad for children. B, it tells the reader things to do for physical activity. C, it explains that all children should exercise and be active. D, it asks questions about what the reader does for physical activity. So for me, first we have to find out, is it a all answers type of question, right? It does not say all. So for me, when we talk about how we would do this at home, if we have the packet, if we don't have the packet, let's switch over to our camera. Here's our camera. A little bit blurrier today for some reason. I had a plan for this, but for now, we'll just kind of go with it. Maybe when I start writing, it'll get better. All right, so we do number one. Again, we'll do ELA, our type of thing that we're doing, illustration in informational texts. So illustration in informational texts. Okay. And then we'll do number one. All right, as we look back at our choices, go back over to our packet. As we look back at our choices, how does the pyramid diagram help the reader understand this article? A, it tells the reader which activities are bad for children. I don't know. It says to cut down on watching television, but I don't know if it says that what's bad. So for me, I would cross out A. It tells the reader things to do for physical activity. Yeah, I would agree with that. It explains that children should exercise and be active. I don't know that it says that you should exercise and be active. Maybe. It asks questions about what the reader does for physical activity. So certainly not D, certainly not A. We need to find the best answer between B and C. It tells the reader things to do for physical activity. It explains that all children should exercise and be active. For me, I like B better. If I were doing this, I would choose B. I could understand how someone might choose C, but I think the best answer would be B. So again, going back to our camera, you could have opted to write all of them, but I would prefer, if you were doing it on a, like in a notebook or something, to write B. It tells the reader things to do for physical activity. Okay. And then I think I would just have to elevate it a little bit. There we go. Yeah, for some reason it's not focusing at that kind of distance. All right, so let's move on.